this channel is staying Skylanders exclusive. Ever since I made this channel, I'm like, yes, this is going to be a Skylanders channel through and through. I do not care if we get to a point where it stops growing. I just want to make, like, the Skylanders community entertaining, and I want to help out the community that I love being a part of. And that's what I've done, you know, I've made this channel Skylanders exclusive. But at the same time, I also wanted to branch out, and I did want to do other things. So that's what I got and made my second channel for. Yeah, I just got the Greeblelands story scroll where it talks about, like, the free hats when you order like the Greebles. And now I'm like, yeah, I really want that free hat right now.
Yes, I do as well. That's another thing I was kind of mad at. Like, whatever happened to the story scrolls that were actually interesting and gave a whole new level of Skylanders history.
I know, I miss those stuff as well, but the thing is that I like the ones in Trap Team because they were Flynn's lies. If that made him, you know, if that made him quite funny, I did enjoy that part about him. But when it came to the ones in the Superchargers, I weren't big fans of those ones. But the best story scrolls ever were actually the ones from Giants, in my opinion. Because the thing with Giants is that the ones in Giants were very well written to the point where they tethered the levels together. So, like, you found one in, say, Chapter 12 that gave you additional information on Chapter 6. And I found that really great because it's really what tethered the levels together, and it made even small things like levels feel like they had lore behind them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hashtag, story scrolls matter. Let's just...
Well, they matter when they're good.
I want to see that trending on Twitter.
I have Twitter, I have Twitter, but I hardly ever use it. Like, the only reason why I have Twitter is so I can follow people like Crash the Skylanders and stuff like that on it. Like, my main platform for social media is Instagram. That's the one I post on the most.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I actually used to have an Instagram and Snapchat, but I never actually used the Snapchat, so I just deleted that, and I didn't have anything to post on Instagram. And then, like, this person that's been bullying me for years followed me on, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not putting up with this, so I just kind of left. I mean, it's not because he followed me, it's because I didn't have anything to post. And so, then I'm just like, yeah, I'm kind of glad I don't have social media, nothing put pressure on me, like, I gotta just go at my own pace.
Right, I see. Yeah, the thing with social media is that, you know, people always post the highlights of their life. And, you know, this can lead to jealousy, and it can lead to other people, you know, thinking that their life is not very good in comparison to theirs. But the thing is that what people forget is that people only ever post their highlights on social media. Like, of course, bad things happen in their life. It's just that they wouldn't post about stuff like that. So you shouldn't compare your life to someone else's just because they have, you know, a good life on social media, because you don't know what their life is outside of social media.
Yeah, something I feel similar to that is history is always written by the winners. Like, let's just say, for example, Civil War, let's just say. They were written, that was written by the Union, because, like, you know, the Confederates didn't win, so they didn't really get to, like, express their thoughts in it, you know? Pretty much. And also it's like, how Crash is like, yeah, there's no negativity until Skylar boy and girl. And so, I think I'm getting off track, so I'm just gonna stop it here.
No, it's cool. And the funny thing about history is that is why I hate history. History I've just found so boring and so opinionated, and that's why I didn't take history for GCSE, purely because I hate the subject to death. Like, out of all of the subjects at school, history is by far my least favourite. Okay, so we're gonna go with Magma Shake right here.
One of the most OP characters in the game.
Yeah, Magma Shake is a good combination.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually found out recently that Quickjaw Rattleshake is actually a really rare variant, and I can really show off about that one as well because I got Quickjaw Rattleshake for free.
Quickjaw Rattleshake looks great.
Oh, he's such a great figure, honestly. The only thing is that I accidentally bought his Soul Gem ability. So the thing is that now he's got, you know, purple skin rather than regular white skin, so his in-game isn't the same as his figure. But the figure is highly worth getting Quickjaw Rattleshake for. It is a really nice figure.
Yeah.
And I got it for free because basically it was part of a game promotion where if you buy 12 characters, you get a free Quickjaw Rattleshake. Of course I bought 12 characters. In fact, I think I bought more than that. I think I got the highest reward for 25.
Yeah, I mean, that was actually a really good find on your behalf.
Yeah, and the funniest thing about that is that in the UK, that's actually what Quickjaw Rattleshake was exclusive to. He was exclusive to this game promotion, so that was the only way you could get him in the UK.
No wonder why I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever released in stores. I think it was only given out to certain like stores as part of promotions and things like that. Like, I'm pretty sure, wasn't he part of a free-to-play promotion in America or something like that? Or the US?
Yeah, there was the chase variant with Hot Dog. I really wanted to win that because, like, I was on a cruise, and this was like when I was like fresh into Skylanders, and I was like, oh my goodness, I want to win, save this chip bag because I want to scan it in a whatever app, and then I didn't win, and then I was really sad because Hot Dog is such an awesome Skylander.
Yeah, Hot Dog is great. But the thing is that newsflash for you, we don't have free-to-play over here, so that promotion was not available to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only chase variant I've ever seen is the Golden Flame Slinger. In fact, no, I lie. I also saw like a Crystal Stealth Elf once, but apart from those two, I've never seen a chase variant before.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna make chase variants, at least make them so they appear in the game.
Yeah, it's laziness before really, but I kind of respect that they want to do something for the collectors, because the thing is that Activision don't make any extra money from a chase variants. It's the collectors that do. Activision don't gain anything from it, except for, you know, one extra figure sale.
Yeah.
Okay, you know how we was talking about earlier about picking enemies up with Magma Charge and throwing them off the edge?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now.
That's why it's overpowered, pretty much.
Basically, yes. It makes Nightmare Mode so easy once you, like, get used to using that tactic.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember in Trap Team you could, like, you could do a glitch with the dummies in the academy, and that was actually kind of funny.
Yeah, I remember those. But the thing is that when it came to leveling up my characters and stuff, I never used those glitches. Like, I always leveled up my characters the way they were supposed to be leveled up.
Just grinding?
What I usually did is I usually, like, opened up a new save game file and I just played through the game with all of my new characters. Because the thing is that I'd always save my money, so I wouldn't ever get one Skylander, I'd get a few Skylanders at a time. So, of course, I'd buy a few Skylanders at once, and then once I got home, I'd open that new save file and level them all up by going through the natural course of the game.
Yeah.
And I never minded doing it because, you know, Skylanders games are so much fun to just play through again and again. I mean, like, look at me, I'm playing Swap Force again right as we speak.
Yeah, and pretty much with Skylander hunting, I always try to get the most out of what I can get. I love music, but my music teacher was awful.
Music I found really fun because, of course, you know, instead of doing regular lessons, you could play instruments instead, and, you know, that's really what made it so fun. And then, like I mentioned previously, my music teacher was pretty good, even though he did give us all the answers in the test. And you guys didn't actually hear this part of the conversation, so basically what happened is that it was just talking about the fact that one time I had a music exam, and our music teacher literally went through the whole exam and told us all of the answers before we even did the exam. But anyway, I'm sorry about that message right there, guys. As you saw, it basically was because I was in and out of storage space on my phone, but I've gone ahead and freed up some space. We should be good for now. But anyway, let's head into the sneak zone without further ado. Oh, and by the way, I still don't have Trap Shadow yet, so I'm probably not going to be able to use him until much later on in the series, but I should be getting him soon, so, whilst we won't have him for the first few episodes, we will have him a little later on, basically, is what I'm saying right here.
Trap Shadow's really good, and I wish I had him.
My cousin has Trap Shadow, and I really enjoy playing as Trap Shadow whenever, like, I'm around her, so I get to play as him. But I do not own him just yet, but like I said, I have one coming. Oh, darn, I got caught by the spotlight. Yeah, these spotlights have really stupid hitboxes sometimes, because there is no way that that thing should have seen me.
That some stores are like getting rid of the older Skylanders, because I remember like in Sam's Club when that was still open, I could get like tons of old Skylanders for like for about like $6.
Yeah, in my local area, all of the old Skylanders were on clearance, but they all sold because basically there was like swappers on for 50 pence and stuff. So they sold really quickly, so I wasn't able to get any of those. But the unfortunate thing was that the characters that were on clearance I already had. Like, the most cheapest character I ever got was when Gearshift was on clearance. So I got her for 1 pence.
I remember Gearshift was supposed to be like pre-order exclusive, but then Toys R Us was selling them like crazy.
Yeah, that's the same with us. Like, in games, she was pre-order exclusive, but then on day one, I showed up, and then I realized, wait a minute, they have like 20 Gearshifts here. But the thing is that when Gearshift, because Gearshift was re-released in Wave 3 for the UK, I think it was at least, what wound up happening is that because she was released so much, game had a huge abundance of her. And so what they wound up doing is that to try and get rid of the hundreds of Gearshifts they had, is that they sold them for a pence whenever you bought another Skylander. So what I wound up doing is that I bought, this is when I bought Nightfall, and then because I bought Nightfall, I got Gearshift as well for an additional penny.
An additional penny?
Yep, 1 penny. So Nightfall was $7.99. Then I got Gearshift with that order, so overall I paid £8. Yeah, that was a great find. Got a Gearshift for a penny, everyone. Not to mention, Gearshift is also one of my favourite trap masters as well, so that's what made it even more better.
Yeah, Gearshift is pretty good, although I actually haven't played as her. I saw some gameplay, and she looks pretty overpowered. Well,
oh yeah, she's pretty overpowered, right? I remember when Gearshift was first announced, like, some gameplay was leaked of her on a, like, Skylanders news channel. It was one of the biggest Skylanders news channels out there. And, what wound up happening is that the gameplay got copyrighted within 12 seconds. Like, that's how careful they was with Gearshift gameplay back then. And, like, I think only 63 people managed to watch the gameplay of it, though. It was, like, a 13-second long video, and it just showed off, like, 2 of her attacks, but it still got copyrighted nevertheless. And out of those 63 people, I was one of them who watched it.
Wait, wasn't that, like... I remember the Irrit Gamer, I remember there was something similar to that happened with him. Like, he accidentally, like, released gameplay, and then, like, not that many people managed to watch it before he took it down.
Yeah, I think that's who I'm on about. I'm not sure if it was copyrighted, but I do know that either he took it down or it was copyrighted. But yeah, that was who I was on about. I just forgot the name of him. Because that's the thing, just because I forget the name of the YouTuber sometimes doesn't mean I forget the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I also don't really like how, like, by the month before the game's released, you pretty much know everything about it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they should have, like, kept a few things a secret, you know, like they could have an update to the game in the middle of its lifespan.
That's what they tried to do with Skylanders Trap Team. They tried to keep the expansion pack elements a secret. But of course, you know, if they were one of the only things that got leaked very early on in the development of the game. Because originally, you know, people were calling it Sun and Moon, but it turned out it was Light and Dark instead. But that's one thing I love about Skylanders. Skylanders, the elements are very specifically chosen to have an equal and an opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, like, really good. They executed that perfectly.
And I have heard, like, talk of some other people wanting more elements, but the thing is that I don't want more elements, I just want more Light and Dark characters.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. We have more than enough elements.
I mean, like, why does Light and Dark get the short end of the stick every single year? Just because they were introduced late means that they get less characters.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just found it unfair, especially since Light and Dark are some of the coolest elements.
I do agree with that.
The thing is that if they were to bring back reposes all of a sudden, Light and Dark wouldn't have any, because the only cores they actually ever got was Spotlight and Blackout.
Yeah.
So that's the only reposes they'd have available for those elements. Like, whenever I predict a Skylanders game, I always wind up saying that, you know, if there is reposes, like if there's, say, 2 new characters and 2 new reposes per element, then what I often say with Light and Dark is that they have 4 new characters instead of having 2 reposes and 2 new characters. So then they have the same amount of characters as every other element, it's just that they have more original characters per element.
Yeah, I feel like there should be one year where the 8 elements only have, like, the gimmick lanterns and all that. But meanwhile, the Light and Dark elements get the gimmick lanterns and the cores.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, just like catch up.
In all fairness, I don't care what Skylanders 7 is, as long as it's good, that's all I want.
Yeah.
Like, even if if Skylanders 7 didn't have a gimmick, and it was just, like, a very well-made game, then that's all I'm asking for.
Yeah, I really want Skylanders 7.
Yeah, we don't need a gimmick for a new game, we just need a new game. Come on, Activision, listen to us.
Yeah, I don't even want a new gimmick. I just want a game where I can use my Skylanders and have fun.
Exactly, yeah. Because the thing is that all the old games, whilst they are good, are starting to get quite boring. Like, the only one I can still play now and have fun from beginning to end with is Trap Team. Like, all of the games, I get bored at some point in the game.
Yeah.
Except for Trap Team. Because the only level I do not like in Trap Team, literally the only level in Trap Team that is bad is Chapter 2, and that's the shortest level in the game, so that's why I'm A-okay with that.
Yeah, No One Alive was kind of mediocre at best, in my opinion.
I just found it boring, really. Out of all of the levels in that game, it had the most basic level design and the most boring level design to go alongside it.
The Phoenix Sanctuary was great.
Oh yeah, I love that level.
Yeah, that was really cool.
My favourite level in Skylanders Trap Team, though, was the Secret Sewers of Supreme Stink. I don't know why, I just love that level so much. I think it's because it has that, like, villain glitch where you can glitch out the villain timer. I think that's why I love it so much. But I also love the way it's designed. Like, I feel like the Secret Sewers of Supreme Stink was very well designed.
Yeah, they were like, what if we had a sewer and we made it cool? That's pretty much what I feel like they did.
Yep, and not to mention, I like the way how they have like all of these secret levels in Skylanders that aren't even that much of a secret, and they take the mick out of the fact that it's a secret that's not a secret. Because they did it with like the secret Archean Vault of Secrets and Giants as well. Because, you know, it was a secret vault of secrets, but everyone knew about it, so it wasn't really a secret. And I kind of like the fact that they took the mick for themselves on that one right there. Because that's the thing, Skylanders is one of those franchises which doesn't mind taking the mick of itself sometimes, kind of like the Sonic franchise. But the thing is that when it comes to the Sonic franchise, that kind of stuff hurts it more than it helps it. But with Skylanders, it really does help, like having a community that we have. Because really what's keeping Skylanders alive is not Activision. Activision is doing nothing for it, it's what we, the community, are doing.
Yeah, I feel like I'd love it for someone to buy Skylanders from Activision and actually make it great again.
I know, right? Okay, if I become a billionaire when I grow up, I'm going to buy Skylanders for you guys, and I'm going to make it what all the fans want. Because that's the thing, Blizzard, one thing if they are really, really good for, and I really respect Blizzard for this, is that they listen to the fans. They do what the fans want, because they know the fans probably know best for the franchise.
Yeah,
and yet,
they do.
Activision is partnered with Blizzard, but don't do the same things as Blizzard. Activision, take inspiration from your own partner company. What Blizzard is doing is right. What you're doing is wrong. Note it.
Yeah.
Not like they're going to listen to me right now, but still. Hashtag Activision, be more like Blizzard. Let's get that trending.
On Twitter too.
Yep. It's the episode of hashtags. I almost left the area without collecting the hat.
Yeah, that would just be pointless.
I did that on one of my Let's Plays once, I can't remember which one it was, but I did like all of the objectives, and then I forgot to claim the hat, and I left the area without the hat, so I had to replay the whole level to find out where that last collectible was, and then I was like, guys, I've been an idiot, I forgot to pick up the hat before leaving the zone, and then I literally just facepalmed my I literally just facepalmed myself so hard that you heard it on the camera, RIP headphone users for that episode. Okay, you know how Rattleshake's figure has a hat on it?
Uh-huh.
Well, when you put a hat on Rattleshake, what happens is that you see like what's under his hat, and it's not a very nice texture, I feel like. The animation work done on that was not very good, mostly because, you know, you don't normally see it because of his hat. And I'm currently wearing a very small hat which only fits on top of his head, so you can see the rest of the top of his head. And I don't know, to me it looks kind of like not good. Speaking of Rattleshake, I just got his soul gem. Or should I say his soup gem?
It's the same thing with Washbuckler, except Washbuckler is wearing a bandana on it.
Yes, Washbuckler's looks fine without a hat, but Rattleshake's, oh, no. Yeah. But yeah, if you guys didn't get that soup gem reference, it's basically, on one of Crypt Crusher's streams, I accidentally put soup gem instead of soul gem, and that was my stomach speaking. Okay, we're going to put on my rarest giant right here, purely because I can, and that's going to come in the form of Gnarly T-Rex.
Yeah, I remember that one of my friends actually traded his cousin some Pokemon cards just so he could give me the Gnarly T-Rex that I have now.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I do appreciate that. I'm not gonna say his real name just because, like, you know.
Privacy, yeah, I can understand that.
But you know who you are, so if you're watching this, which you probably aren't, thanks.
Yeah, no, T-Rex is cool. Yeah. When I first got his package, I opened the package and I thought it was a regular T-Rex, so I was about ready to start ranting, but it turns out that nope, they did send me a gnarly T-Rex, so I was able to calm down after that. I was like, whew, they sent me the right one.
Would have been cool if there was like a giant T-Rex Skylanders. That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been awesome, kind of like a chopper, just giant. Or even better, imagine if Dynarang was for giant, for Skylanders giants, for like the Earth Giant. That would have been cool, I feel.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
Okay, I'm currently playing as Gnarly T-Rex. The element of the area is magic, but I do not care. We are staying as T-Rex. Mostly because I like T-Rex.
T-Rex is pretty much one of those iconic Skylanders.
Yeah, he's the most iconic giant by far. Him and Ningini, because Ningini's been put in Skylanders Academy, of course. Which I really hope we see Ningini again in Season 3.
Yeah, I feel like Ningini could have gotten a bit more character development.
But for what it was nice to see her.
Yeah.
Now we just need the swappers, but I think we will get the swappers in Season 3, because the only reason they weren't in Season 2 was because of budgeting restraints. But because the third season is being produced by Netflix, it's going to have a much bigger budget. So it should be able to implement swappers, and fingers crossed for Ignitor, because as I always say, Ignitor makes everything a million times better.
You know who I would have felt like would be a good addition to Skylanders Academy?
Whom?
Blackout.
Oh, Blackout would have been so awesome. Blackout and Aurora, I feel, because, you know, Aurora is the niece of Eon, so I feel like she would have made for a very interesting sensei. Boom! 100%! That's exactly where we want to be, guys. And we, of course, got achievement as well, so that's exciting as well.
Yep.
Darn, I just realised, because I don't have Xbox Live, we need Xbox Live to get one of the achievements in this game involving the bonus banner in the Woodborough. So that's the only achievement I cannot get. I cannot get a 5G achievement because I do not have Xbox Live. That annoys me. Okay, guys, this is a 99.99999999999% walkthrough instead of 100%. There you go.
I feel like it could have eliminated a lot more 9s, to be honest.
I don't care. Point is, it's so close. Like, 5G is nothing. And of course, G stands for Gamer Score. Which is not too important to me because I couldn't care less how many achievements, how many trophies I have. Like, I've never really cared about the trophies or achievements in, like, PlayStation and Xbox and stuff. And another thing I don't get is this thing about the console wars. I mean, like, come on, guys, why would you need to fight over consoles? I mean, like, they're both a box that plays video games. What more can you ask for? They're pretty much the same thing with, like, one analog stick on the Xbox being swapped with a D-pad on the PlayStation controller. Like, wow, that deserves a huge war over it for that difference right there.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's really kind of funny is what it is. Like,
I just find it silly, that's all. Because I have both PlayStation and Xbox, and I like them both the same. So take that, my X-Station players. X-Station, that sounds like an awesome console. Write that down, X-Station.
Nintendo Xbox Station 4.
Exactly, yeah. Or as someone else put it in one of my videos, someone commented PS Box, and I'm like, yeah, that one works, PS Box, that's probably the nicest way to summarize it.
Sounds fun. A Nintendo box.
Well, in all fairness, that's pretty much what the Labo is, a cardboard box.
Yeah, that's true.
But in all fairness, I really like the Labo. I think it's a great idea. I mean, like, I know people moaning that it's 70 quid for a piece of cardboard, but come on, it's 70 quid for four sets of cardboard. It comes with 4 different games. And it encourages imagination and, like, creativity. And above all, you actually have to build for stuff yourself. So it really does help develop, like, you know, young children's minds. So I personally really like the Labo, and I would not mind actually paying for it. Even though it is cardboard.
If I had a Nintendo Switch, I probably wouldn't get it, mainly because I wouldn't get the Labo, mainly just because, I feel like it would just, like, clutter my house.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's not like I have storage space for anything. I might just get 1 or 2 sets that interest me. Like, I really like the robot one. The robot one looks cool. But I hope they come in different sizes, because if they have, like, only one robot size, then you can imagine me being a really, really tall person in a really, really small robot suit. That would not be comfortable.
One size. Sorry, I missed the lot. I'm sorry I missed the lot.
Oh, hi, Gabe. Okay, guys, Skybreaks Gaming 83 has joined us. You know what's hilarious, Gabe? You've joined in at literally the end of the session. Yeah, the session has ended right now, guys. Okay, so we get a quick cameo appearance at the end of the session from yours truly, Gabe, right here. But don't worry, we'll try and get him in for the next episode. But speaking of the next episode, you'll have to wait till the next episode for the next episode. But until then, clearly enough has been said. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. But until then, peace.
Okay, so yeah, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. It was really fun.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Thanks for coming along as well. I had fun with having you here as well.